things like I'll scroll down.
Yeah.
I'll come to page number 1. Okay, this we have done. So page number 2, this is something related to slope of a line. This question that you see, question number 8.
Yeah.
That is related to slope. You are not aware of that, okay?
Actually, I am.
Right now you are not able to recall it, right?
Yeah, but I'm not able to recall it. Yeah.
Okay. And this is also something related to coordinate geometry, parabola.
Yeah.
So you have it. You are.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember parabolas and like slope of the gradients and stuff like that. Like y equals mx plus c. I'm trying to recall all of those, but.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been like 4 years.
No issues.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
I am here to help you out, not to question your knowledge. I understand. Now this question, the question number 18 on page 3. Do you see that? Scroll down and take a look at that question.
Yeah, I see it.
This question is from geometry.
Yeah.
Something related to isosceles triangles. And then parallel lines.
Yeah, parallel lines. Yeah.
Yeah. So this what is an isosceles triangle? Do you remember?
It's a triangle with. Is it all three same sides?
Okay. Isosceles triangles are those which are having two sides equal. Any two sides.
Two sides equally and one side which is unequal. Yeah.
Three sides equal. That is equilateral triangle.
Yeah, equilateral. Yeah.
And this is a graph. Do you see this graph? Graph question based on graph. Marilyn's hike.
Yeah, I see it.
I would like to tell you something about these graph questions in SAT are pretty very easy.
Yeah.
I'll explain you why. It just looks like weird, but it's really easy. Now I'll explain you why. Why it is easy, and if you understand graphs, you can easily solve the question that has been asked over here, right?
Yeah.
And now see over here. In this graph, this is we call x-axis. Okay, x-axis, and this is y-axis.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
The graph, the graph above shows Marilyn's distance from her campsite during 3 hours hike. She stopped for 30 minutes during her hike to have lunch. Okay.
Yep.
Based on the graph, which of the following is closest to the time she finished lunch and continued her hike? Now the question is, the graph is explaining about Marilyn's hike, and there she stopped somewhere for some time to have her lunch. So along the x-axis you can see they have mentioned the time, and along the y-axis you can see they have mentioned the distance in miles. It is written over here. I am not saying anything of my own. It is mentioned over here.
Yeah, that's true.
Distance from campsite in miles. Distance is in miles, and this is the time, 12 p.m., 1 p.m. So this is a graph between time and distance, right? Now the question is, you can see here at this point and at this point, the graph is straight parallel to x-axis. Do you observe that?
Yeah. Which means that's when she was having her lunch, which means it's C.
Which means it is
it's C.
No. When did she start her lunch?
When did she start her lunch?
And when she finished it? That you have to tell.
She started her lunch, it looks about at like 1:10.
Yes, you are right.
And she finished her lunch at about 1:40.
Correct. So because if you drop the perpendicular on the x-axis, do you see the green line that I have drawn?
Yeah.
And there is another line which is where she finished it.
Yeah.
So from the graph it appears, based on the graph, which of the following is closest to the time she finished lunch and continued her hike? Finished lunch and continued her. So what time she finished? They are asking.
She finished at 1:40.
Yeah, you can see that because Rest of rest other options are not
Yeah, not valid.
not closed, because this is the point where she finished and started, and this is 140.
Yeah.
Correct. A little more than half, 130. A little more than 130. So that point seems to be the correct answer.
Yeah.
Do you
So
understand?
it has to be C. Yeah.
Because this will be 130 line that I'm going to draw in blue color, and a little more than blue, so that is 140.
Yeah. It's
Is
quite
that-
quite an easy question. Yeah.
Yeah, now you will be surprised to know that most of the questions on graphs are really easy, pretty easy. Only thing you need to know is to understand the graph, and understanding graph is equally easy. Do you understand what I said?
Yeah.
Very good. So that is the right answer. Now coming to the next question, if there is any graph question. This is again the question on geometry, and this is again a question on algebra, or whatever you call ratio. The question number 40,
Which page is that on?
page 4. Come to page 4.
Yeah.
We will discuss these things later. I am just explaining you the topic from where they have taken these questions.
Yeah.
And again, this is a question from the next page 5. These are geometry. This is also geometry, the question 5, page number 5, question 1. And we have another graph question I can see on page 6.
Page 6. Yeah.
Question 1, and question 3 is again geometry question. So let us come to question 1, and I'll show you again.
Okay.
This is also equally easy. I'll just take a look. Students are scared about the graph questions. I wonder why they are, because they are really pretty easy questions. Now the question is asking you, John runs at different speeds as a part of his training program. The graph shows his target heart rate at different times during his workout. On which interval is the target heart rate strictly increasing, then strictly decreasing? Now it says strictly increasing and then it's strictly increasing. I think that most of the thing has been, see here, let us take a look at this graph. It is increasing and then it is constant. It is parallel, that means it is constant.
I would go for B.
This one, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
This is between
It's 40 to 60 minutes. It's strictly increasing and then it strictly decreases after. So it's definitely B.
Yeah, 40 to 60 it is increasing.
Yeah.
And then it is decreasing. So that is going to be the right
answer.
Yeah. So you saw again, this was also a very easy question.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you will get similar easier questions on the graph, and then again I have some questions from other topics. So we will discuss those topics, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
How many graph questions would I usually get on like a normal SAT exam for maths?
3 to 4.
3 to 4. And are they all marked with like equal marks?
Yeah.
Equal points?
Yeah.
Okay.
Equal points. Yeah.
Okay. So that's like four questions right easily.
Yeah, you can do. I will again teach you how to take what should be the strategy. There are many questions easier which you can do first, and then do those questions where you are struggling. I mean, where you find which will going to take some time, more time. So you come to those questions later. First, you do those easier questions.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Fine. So that's all for this session, and I will now come to your questions that you have, right?
Yeah.
This is okay, so I'm going to close this.
Yeah, okay.